That's mine.
Well, Katie is, wow, great friend, very special friend too. I visit her school. She came to Brazil. We were famous because we were on the news, right? In England and in Brazil, newspapers, TV. We were so famous, right? Remember?
Yeah, there we were. Oh, bless them.
Oh,
So I've actually moved schools since then. So I'm in a new school now. But yeah, that was my old school, bless them.
yeah. And then I received so many presents from her
You
school
did.
when I went there. It was wonderful, and everybody was so warm and nice to me, right? And I forgot the name of that teacher. She had a snake in her house.
Oh, Leanne.
Oh my God. We went to London. It was so much fun.
Yeah, we had a great time.
Wow.
Right, so I now work in a school in Middlesbrough, which is, I'm in northeast England, so I'm right at the top. And we're a very big school. We've got nearly 600 students, and it's all primary, so it's from age 2 all the way to age 11. And we live in quite a poor part of Middlesbrough. We have a lot of children who are like free school meals, lots of behaviour and emotional difficulties and things like that. So we have a lot of different nationalities. We have a lot of asylum seekers, immigration, all that kind of thing. So we have over 25 different languages, a whole variety of different nationalities. So what I really wanted to do with this project was to help them to sort of embrace the community that the children live in, and to sort of bring a kind of equality to everything, and for them to appreciate where they live, because Middlesbrough doesn't have a very good reputation. It's known as one of the worst places to live in the country. So I wanted to make them see the beauty of where they live. So that was just a little introduction to the school. And then I asked some of the children to tell people about the school and how it kind of the development goals. So they talked about how they're looked after, how everyone gets food. And I asked them to find some pictures of Middlesbrough to show people around the world what it actually looks like. So they are like some of the places. So that bottle is like a sculpture that's close to the school, and the Transporter Bridge is a very iconic bridge in the area. So we went for that. And then I asked them to draw lots of pictures to basically tell everybody about how great Middlesbrough is and where we live. And I think that was the school council did that. So our school council is one child from every class, and they come together for a little meeting and talk about how they want to change the school and what they would like to do. And so they put forward these pages to go in the World Book, which is in there. That's their own drawings, bless them. Such a long time ago since we did this. And then that was
it was more than a year, right?
Yeah, it really was, wasn't it? It was ages ago. And then that was some information about the Transport Bridge, which is very famous in England. And the same people that built the Transporter Bridge also built the bridges in London, and talked about the river, which is very important to us and very important to the town. Yeah, that was that page. And then a boy who was in year 6, so he was like 11, he really wanted to write a page about a club that he goes to outside of school, and it was the Sea Cadets. And he wanted to tell everybody about what he does there, and how he looks after the environment and all part of that kind of thing, and looking after the coastline, which he was really excited about writing about it. So I just went, you know what, just put it in. It doesn't matter. If you're excited about it, then that's what he did. And then I did a full school assembly. So there was like 600 of us in the hall to talk about the World Book. And I talked about when Renata came to visit me, and told them about when I went out to Brazil, and shared some stuff that I learned while I was out there. And this little boy just came to me in the playground one day. I didn't even teach him. He came up to me and he just gave me that picture there, and he said he wanted to put that in the World Book to tell everybody, to show everybody his artwork. So I just put it in because he did it by himself. So That was that picture. And that is, we talked a lot about the environment and the green space around us. And we have a famous hill called Rosebery Topping that we can see from the school. So somebody drew that to show people that, because a lot of the children go walking there and things like that. So that went in. And I have no idea. Oh, that's about Rosebery Topping. Yeah, so that somebody researched it and told people, found out things about it and wrote that in, and we shared that. And then the next page is about the nature reserve that's not very far away from school. I think it's about 5 minutes on the bus, because we are very passionate about looking after nature and making sure that we keep our environment clean and tidy, and that we have lots of birds and things like that. And we had a project at school where we were trying to build bird houses and bug houses to sort of improve our local environment. So that page was all about that and the birds and looking after everybody. So that was that one. And then we went on to looking at the beach, because we have lots of beaches around us. And so we talked about how to look after the beach, and we talked a lot about plastic pollution and that kind of thing, because that was in the news a lot when we were doing this. So I think that's why the children focused on it. And they made a little video, and we put a little QR code in there, so if you scan it, then the children will tell you all about it. And this was one class in particular that did this project, and they were so excited about it, the fact that it was going around the world and they were telling everybody how to save the sea. Yeah, they felt like a really responsible for it. It was really good. So that was that page. And then some of the children made posters about how to save the sea, how not to use plastic. We did a bit of litter picking to sort of go with that, which was really good. And they did loads of different bits of artwork, which was lovely. So yeah, that was us. Such a long time. It hadn't been that far either when I got it. There wasn't that much in there.
It's beautiful. You know, I have so many things here to show. Well, since Alina is not here yet, I guess Susan could be next. Susan, are you there? Wow.
I'm here. I'm having some trouble viewing and pinning you, and I'm trying to do that. So it's difficult for me to see what you're holding up. So
Susan, do you have Alina in your Twitter? Kamal, do you have Alina in your Twitter? Can you send her a message with our link? Your pages from Irvington School. I also went to visit you, and I also have here the presents I got from your school when I visit your school. I kept everything.
You're so sweet. Oh, so fun. Yes, our Bulldog logo, Irvington. We had such a good time when you came, and you taught us some Portuguese, and the kids were so excited about that. It was so memorable. I'll never forget that you took the time out of your family vacation to come and visit us in Irvington. It was great.
It was wonderful. I have your pages here. Wait, let me get everything, because I think you're going to explain about Lisa's project too, right?
Right. So we it was 4th grade and 5th grade. Lisa, who Renata just mentioned, is a 4th grade teacher, and I teach 5th grade, and we did it combined with each other. Yes. So there we are, showing where we live in Irvington, New York, and we live right near the Hudson River. We could walk to the Hudson River, and it's a beautiful site. There's parks along there, and the kids wanted to also share some of our history of Washington Irving, who's the author of The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. And we wanted to show how we need to take care of the world. It's our world. So Lisa did put in some of the things with her kids. They did some short writing. They did some pictures. And yeah, it was a while ago, so I'm trying to remember. But we talked so much about the environment and cleaning up the water So I think that Life Underwater, is that 15? The SDG? I don't remember. 15
I'm
or
not
14.
sure. I'm not sure.
Yeah. But yeah, we definitely worry about our river.
I went to your school, I think it was in May of 2019, right? So
Yeah.
the book, this book, it took, so it just got back in October 2020. So it was more than a year. It got stuck in Russia, long story, right? And
Yeah.
then it went back to Germany. And
A lot of
finally,
problems with shipping. But
yeah, and still we didn't, it didn't go to Argentina.
right.
It
Right.
was supposed to go to Argentina, but then,
It couldn't happen.
yeah, I couldn't because,
There are little, that's my class, Mrs. Wallace's class up top. And we do visit, well, not now, but we do take a trip to the United Nations building in New York City. So the kids get very connected to the goals, and I teach into the goals throughout the year. And then when we go to the UN in May, it's like the culminating activity. So I think we went after your visit, Renata, if I am correct, yes. But we do learn a lot about things, and we actually take a trip on the river, and here palm oil, right? The kids learned a lot about that, which was, it's actually in Oreo cookies. So we were very worried about eating Oreo cookies for a very long time, and about the harvesting of palm oil and how it does damage to your body. I can hardly see that one. Oh, yes. Yes, he is a great boy. And it is true that everything changes, and the world changes so much, and about the health of the earth, the global well-being. And there is the little boy and the dad, and bringing things over. He's such a special kid. It was very, very interesting what the kids did with this project. Again, we're back to our majestic river. There's so much work about that. And you could see Pete Seeger. He's a folk singer and artist. And he began a cleanup of the Hudson River in the 1960s, because that's when it was really, really polluted and damaged. So we do a lot about that. We actually go on that Clearwater sloop every year to clean up the water and understand what's in our river. And they use all these like very interesting little like pieces of things. Yeah, global goal number 5. Oh, there it is, life below water. It's 5, it's not 14, I'm sorry. And they did use some actual materials. I think they put in plastic straws, maybe.
yeah,
I'll
show you in a little bit.
Okay. And then we do a lot of global activities in our school. That's what this talks about. We do the Be a Friend project, which talks about bullying. We write letters, which is a fabulous project. We do Flipgrids and Skypes. And I think, Renata, when you were there, we tried to do like a giant meet, right? It was just a little bit tricky. And then, yeah, Project Linus is another thing that we do. It's about giving blankets to the children who need them around the country, and we donate to them. And we raise a lot of money in our school using different things that the kids come up with. And this project inspired us so much to get involved a little bit more with the goals and how we can help other people in our country and around the world. And we talk about today with the whole pandemic, how we can reach out to people. And I bring up the book, like how we were so connected and we had to work so hard to get everything together.
Oh, the plastic is beautiful.
Oh yeah, there we go. Like don't use plastic. So they put like container tops, and they put different like little different like sizes and colors of the plastics, and how sometimes you can't really see some of them, but that how it damages the water and the Poland Spring, the label of the water bottle, because they're all over the park as well, not just in the water. And the kids see this when they go to play in the park. Yeah, and they're telling you what to do and what not to do with their little check and X. Like, don't throw it on the ground, put it in the recycling container, or use a water bottle, a reusable water bottle, instead of buying the plastic water bottles, which is always the best idea.
Okay.
And especially now, right? And here we are about the land. So before deforestation, there's all the animals and everything, but they're all playing. And then after, there's nothing but fire, and like, it's just so sad. And the kids, you know, they're very passionate about their animals and the land and keeping everything healthy. Here, oh, it's upside down.
I think it's not like that, because I had to like clean everything with alcohol when I got here.
Yeah, it looks tie-dyed. It looks fun. Yeah, so it was about, this one is just definitely telling you that you can't go wrong if you're trying to clean something up, if you're trying to help, no matter how little you do. It'll be more than nothing. So just try to join in. I can't see.
Wait.
Oh,
Let me. Oh, there's Starbucks.
Starbucks. Why do we need to change Starbucks? It was all about the utensils, the plastic utensils, and they needed just to like get on the page of using paper instead. And I think that they have changed a little bit. Like now, as they move forward, Starbucks has gotten a little bit more eco-friendly. So we like to think that some of what we did had an influence on the world.
Wow.
And there's our river again. And we are only 20 miles north of the city. And that's a beautiful picture one of the kids drew. And
yeah, you know, I remember you showed me the river from the window in your school.
Yeah.
You could see the river, right?
It's a beautiful view right over the river, right from our school. It's just absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, pressure for Starbucks, exactly.
Juliana, be prepared, because you are next.
This was funny because the kids had their own pictures showing you what to do. Right? They're saying like lend a helping hand, and they're showing you how to put things properly, how to throw things away. They're very, very creative. The kids were like left on their own. I didn't direct them in how they should present their materials, and they came up with these great
plastic bubbles.
Yeah, that packing stuff, right? Everybody likes to pop it and hear the noise, but it's not that great. And happily, a lot
I think they popped all of it.
Probably. And happily now, you know, companies are using the bigger, like air-blown plastic, which is much safer. Yep. And then this one.
And then
there we are again. A reusable bag about like, so for Planet Earth, we have the drawstring bags that we made. We have the plastic bottles that we made. We use so many different things. And our health and wellness fair that's on there teaches the kids, like every year we have this fair where different health professionals come in and teach the kids how they can move through their life being healthier. This one, trying to see, I can't see the writing so well. Oh yeah, again, the kids are, she introduces herself, Sophie, and she tells you why it's important to help the environment. And I love the fact that 4th and 5th graders use the word sustainable. Now, I never would have known that when I was younger. And just keep everything healthy, recycle, make sure that whatever you use is eco-friendly. And you know, the kids really understand. And I think from living in that rural, like not rural, but suburban area where the river and the parks are so important. The kids really connect. We had a great time with this book. It was fabulous, fabulous. And I still, because now the kids are not in my class anymore, but I do update them about where the book is, and it's very exciting. They're so thrilled to have been a part of it, and I feel very lucky just to know you, Ron.
You can show them the recording of today now.
I will. I will. Thank you.
Alina, finally you're here.
Hello, nice to see everyone. I'm very sorry, I'm not at home now, so thanks to one of our guests that she told me about the meeting and sent me a link. I'm very happy. I'm using my cell phone now, but anyway, I can add some words if you need. I don't know if you have shown the books.
No, not your pages. I was waiting for you. So Alessandra from France, she talked about her pages. Kamal already talked about her project and her pages. Katie too. Kamal from India, you know her, of course. And Katie's from England. She also talked about her project. And we've just heard Susan. Susan, are you there?
Susan Willis, yeah.
Yeah. So
I'm sorry.
She's here too. So, you know, Susan. Susan, how are you feeling? Are you better?
I am. Thank you. Yes, I went back to school last week. A little bit crazy going back into hybrid, not really knowing what the substitute teacher had set up, but I'm catching up and learning all the new tricks and ins and outs of this weird situation in this pandemic. Thank you so much for asking.
Good. I'm glad you're feeling better. Wow.
Yeah.
Now, Alina is going to talk about her project, and after that, we're going to have a Brazilian teacher. I'm so glad you're here, Juliana.